Dear students, in this lecture I am going to recap the problems on distance vector routing. As we have discussed already about the distance vector routing, we will take one problem and do it here in order to identify the shortest path. So this is an iterative approach. For each and every node to every other node we have to do it again and again in order to get the best suitable path. It's a dynamic algorithm run by all the routers in your network. Each router maintains a distance table that is called as a vector table in order to maintain a metric called cost. That will give you the distance between the router to any other router in your network. So this distance vector routing algorithm uses the Bellman-Ford logic in order to identify the minimum cost of any path. So take this scenario, there are 5 routers here. All these 5 nodes are connected via the link. Some are directly connected, some are indirectly connected. You can take any node. For each and every node or router in this network, we need to create a routing table. So that routing has to tells you that the path between any two nodes, between the source and destination is minimum. So now we are going to write the routing table by using distance vector routing for all the routers in your network. In this scenario, we have 5 routers A, B, C, D and E. The routing table for B, first we are going to write the routing table for each and every node. We will take any node first. So we will take B. There are 3 metrics that has to be measured in our routing table. One is the next destination node from B where you want to send the data packets, and the cost, what will be the metric cost between the source and destination. The last attribute will be the next hop through which router I am going to communicate. So that is called as a next hop. So in this scenario, B can communicate with A, D, C and E. The cost of all the path we are going to identify, then we are going to fill in the table. So first of all, the table is empty. So see here. So first we are going to take all these destinations. So the destinations are A, C, E and D. The cost we need to identify. So from B, you have direct link to A. The cost of this AB was 1. So this part, what we have written here, is for B to A. So from B to A, what are all the possible links will be there. From B to A, you have a direct link. The cost will be 1. From B, I can reach the destination A through C also, B, C and A. What is the total cost? From B to C it is 3 and C to A it is 5. So 5 plus 3, the total cost is 8. You have one more path available in order to communicate between B and A. That is an indirect path, the longest path. B to E, then D, then C, then A. So that is the longest path. In this path, the cost of the path will be 20. 9 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5. So out of these 3 paths, which is going to take a minimum cost, that will be filled in our routing table. So I have encircled the minimum one, that is a minimum cost between B and A is 1. That is filled in our destination table. So see here, the first one. The destination is A, the cost is 1, the next hop is 1. If you are having directly connection, always the next hop is similar to that of the destination. The same way we need to go for next destination C. What are all the possible routing path? B to C, the cost is 3. B to A, A to C, the cost is 6. B to E, E to D and D to C. So that is the longest path that holds a cost of 15. So out of these 3, the minimum cost is 3. So we need to fill the routing table now for the destination C. For the destination C, the cost is 3. You have a direct connection here for the cost 3. So the next hop is always C. It's clear. So if you are going to take the minimum path, that will be a direct connection. The next hop and destination will be same. Then go for next destination E. So now we are going to write all possible combinations of path from the source B to the destination E. B to E, one path with cost of 9. B to C, C to D and D to E, the cost is 9. B to A to C and C to D and D to E, the cost is 12. So these three costs are available. Out of these three costs, the minimum cost is 9, but you have two paths that holds a minimum cost of 9. So in this scenario, which path will be? When you go for the destination E, B can communicate with E in three possible ways: B to E 9, B to C, C to D and D to E 9. And the another longest path will be 12. So out of these three paths, which will be minimum? 9 is minimum. So out of these, you have two minimum cost with 9. Which path we have to choose? So for that scenario, for that kind of doubts, we have to go for the next option. If you have taken the minimum cost, the next metric what you have to see is what is the number of hops for that path. So minimum number of hop will be taken. So out of these two paths, BE path having only one hop, the another path is having 3 hops to communicate. So we are going to choose the final path as BE communication, that has to be updated in our routing table. The same way you have to go for the destination D. The cost is 7 because out of these three scenarios, 11, 7 and 10, 7 is minimum. So B to C, C to D. So here the next hop will be C. So update the routing table for each and every router. First write down all possible paths between the source and destination. Then pick the minimum path. If the minimum path occurs in more than one ways, you have to go for identifying next how many hops has been taken for that path. Minimum hops will be considered to update your routing table. So write the routing table for A, B, C, D and E for all the routers in the network. Then consolidate everything, write all the cost, write a 2 cross 2 consolidated matrix. In 2 cross 2 consolidated, 2-dimensional matrix. If you have n number of routers, n cross n. All possible combinations of your routers will be there in your consolidated table from A to E and A to E. Obviously, the diagonal values of your cost will be 0. The remaining values you need to fill up from the table what you have created for each and every router. So from those table data, kindly fill up the table, that is for consolidated routing table, by using distance vector routing. Is this clear?